Hello my friends all over the world, wherever you are. In this video I'm going to demonstrate a few tips on making wheatgrass juice that will make it a positive experience. The first thing I did is I put the feed tube and the cutter in the freezer. Let's go get it. Well, I put the feed tube in the freezer for 10 to 20 minutes. It turned out to be closer to 20 minutes. And this is going to help keep the wheatgrass from heating up too much. And the other tip is to use ice cubes. Now, wheatgrass is very, very fibrous, and if you try to make wheatgrass juice or even regular green juice without ice cubes, your juice is going to heat up and it's going to destroy your nutrients. So here I have approximately a quarter of a flat of wheatgrass. And what I'm going to do is cut about a 2-inch by 2-inch plug. And I'm going to feed in some wheatgrass. Very slowly. Always keep this covered. Get your wing nuts. Let's cut some more wheatgrass, about a 2-inch by 2-inch plug. Now you'll see my temperature's down to 4 degrees centigrade, which is very, very good, 4.2 degrees centigrade. It helps a lot to put the feed tube and the cutter in the freezer. I can see it's climbing up to 5 degrees. Another thing you do is use ice cubes intermittently. That will dilute your wheatgrass, which is a good thing. Let's get some more wheatgrass. Now you'll notice a few days ago, this is our first cut, it's already starting to grow. So from this growth, I'm going to cut a little bit more because I want a little bit more wheatgrass tonight. You can get a second growth out of the flat when you grow your own, or even if you buy it. I'm going to put in 2 ice cubes, and then some wheatgrass. One thing, it might be a good idea to clean the grid because it is very, very fibrous. And we want to cut off that fiber to make the shredding of the wheatgrass a little easier. All right. Check your wing nuts. As I said, you want to check your wing nuts because the vibration from all this fiber being very difficult to shred is going to loosen those wing nuts. So I'm going to end it up with 2 ice cubes. I'm going to line my cloth with bamboo liners that I'm having custom made. These are custom made from organic wild bamboo, and you're going to see in a minute why I'm using a liner. And these are the perfect size. So, to get all of the pulp into here, I'm going to take that out. Unplug the thermometer. And get as much of the pulp out of the feed tube as we can. After all, we took a lot of effort to grow it, and we want to get as much of the pulp as we can. We'll clean all of that later. And the feed tube, by the way, is still very, very cool. A safety issue. If you have gloves on, you can pull the cutter off. If not, you need a damp cloth on here to pull it off. Hold the juicer with one hand, pull the cutter off with the other, get the remaining pulp in here. I'm going to put the feed tube back on just to make sure nobody touches the rotating shaft. Now, when you're getting the pulp out, you want to hit down and from the side. Never hit it on the top, because if you do, you're going to force the pulp up. So hit it on the side, and let's use a spatula to get as much of that pulp out of there as possible. We don't want to waste anything. Now, fold the bamboo liner over the pulp. In a minute you're going to see why we use the liner. If you didn't use the liner, all of these greens would stick to the cloth and you would have a horrible cleanup nightmare that I'll show you in another video. So a little crease at the back, pat it down, little crease at the back, little crease at the front. Now, normally I would use 2 cloths full of pulp, but we're just going to do 1 cloth full here. And we're going to use a large 8-cup Pyrex bowl. Now I want to point out the reason to use an 8-cup. If you use a small bowl, like this one, and you get distracted, it will overshoot the bowl and you'll have a mess on your countertop, and you don't want that. So let's pour the juice in there from the molding tray all the way back. Back it off a little bit because you don't want it to go up too fast. If your tray goes up too fast, the cloth is too slippery and the cloth will come apart, and then you'll have another mess. So let's turn it on. Now you can see if I had the small bowl in here, it would overshoot. So you want a large 8-cup bowl, and dance it all the way and press out as much juice as possible. And let's give it about 10 seconds. Now, let's see how much juice we got from about 1/4 of a pellet. Oh, we got a lot this time. We got over 5 ounces. We've still got, let's get a larger container. Got quite a bit here. There was 5 ounces in that one. And another 2 ounces. So about 7 ounces total. Yeah, about 7 ounces. So we know this is diluted with water. Let's do a taste test. I'm just going to take a little. It's much more palatable diluted a little with water. Now I'm going to show you why we're using a bamboo liner. Look at that, virtually no cleanup. So there you have it, my friends. Let's take a look at this tray. We took a quarter a couple days ago. The other cuttings are starting to grow back, as you can see. We'll leave this for 2 or 3 days, let it grow, and we'll get another cutting from this flat. I hope you like what you've seen. If you'd like to contact me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthbound.com. See you in the next video.